Hey y'all, it's your girl Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration. And I think I needed today to happen. I need these last few days to happen. Because I think so often being humble, it's a good thing. It's a great thing. Being humble is it's a gift that many people need. Some people need to humble themselves. But then I also feel like there's a lot of us who are too humble and we allow people to play with us. And when I mean people playing with you, you allow people to play with your gifts, your talents, with your name, your abilities, with just who you are. And I recently had to remind myself, don't ever allow anyone to play with who you are, the person that God made you to be, the reason why you were born and the reason why you are created. And I want to share this with you because so often we get into these spaces and we feel as though that we don't belong there, that we allow these people that may have a little bit more than us to feel like they are bigger than us and that they are better than us, and they're not. We have to always remember that no matter what, God could change anyone's situation at any given time. That's something that everyone needs to remember. You can be a millionaire today and be broke tomorrow. That's how quickly things always turn around. And then the same instance, you can go from being broke to being abundant in everything and resources that you need, opportunities that you need, that's going to pay you, and that's going to pay you 10 times, 100 times more than what you have today. But you have to get into that space, into remembering who you are. See, the one thing my mother always said about me, especially when I think about jobs, opportunities, she always said from a little girl, she was like, if they allow you into that room, they have to be very careful because there's a chance that if you wanted to, you can come over, you could take over. You can come in there and you can show out, not in a negative way, but the gifts that you have, the abilities. See, I'm going to be very honest. I'm very quiet about who I am. I'm very quiet, and that is not because I don't believe that I'm dope. I don't believe that I'm amazing. I know I am, because I know that the moment that I open up my mouth, it's a wrap. Do you know how many times I have sat in spaces and I've just been quiet? Like, I don't even want to be there, but I'm quiet. And then they'll be like, Tanisha. And next thing you know, I'll say something, and then it's like, whoa, who is this person? Where did she come from? She's been here all this time. And I've had bosses tell me that. I've had just being in social environments have told me that. And just me knowing who I am. So this is why I say to you, stop allowing people to play with you. Stop allowing people to make you feel like you're smaller than what you are, because you're not small. Your personality, your gifts, your talents, your ability is huge, and they are going to want that. You are an asset. Whether they see it today or tomorrow or never, you have to know that. You have to know, what do you have to come to this table with? And whether or not those people ever acknowledge that, they receive it and accept it, you have to know who you are. And if you know who you are, then it's going to be 10 times easier for you to stand up and get up and walk away. When when you're not being serviced, when you are not being offered the opportunities, when people want to gloss over you, people want to sit here and keep the line that I keep saying, they're going to keep playing with you. Stop allowing people to play with you. You're there for a reason. You are there for a reason. And whether or not they ever acknowledge that reason, it does not diminish what you bring to that table. But I always tell people, there's going to be a time and a place where you're going to eventually have to get up from that table. Because whether or not they are blind does not stop your gift. Whether or not they have the ability or the desire to ever want you to ever speak, to ever bring forth what you really can bring to that table, does not stop whether or not you actually have it. But you have to get the power to say, look, this is not serving me. But don't give up. Don't get up too prematurely, right? Like someone said to me today, don't allow your emotions to have you get up from those tables too fast. Because sometimes you got to stay there. There's going to be a challenge. Something that's going to make you stay there for just a little bit. so that you can get through that season. Because it's not going to be an easy journey. There's going to be times you're going to have it's going to have no's thrown at you, but you know that you belong there. And then eventually, the opportunity is going to come, and you're going to shine, and you're going to thrive. And they're going to try to realize, how did we go for so long without having this person here? And then when it is your time, or if it is ever that time for you to leave, make sure you leave. Don't leave a second too soon, but don't stay a minute too long. I'm your girl, Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration.